it's 5:30 and I can't sleep anymore, so I'll just start packing and I guess get some breakfast when they open at 6:30 and then just be out of the door early, heading for Village of Oak Creek. Yay!
Goodness gracious, how did we get here? Seems like somewhere we made a wrong turn, and I wasn't watching, and I couldn't see all the darkness around you and me. Now my eyes are open and my will is strong, and my naive heart has come undone. Oh, I hear a calling like a distant song, and my feet are ready to run.
Well, I managed to screw up my planning a bit, and I have to actually overbooked with an extra night's stay, so I had to decide if I wanted to leave in the evening after visiting the Missile Museum and drive in the dark, or sleep another night in Green Valley and then drive in the morning. I decided to drive in the morning so I could see the surrounding landscape, even maybe if it wasn't much to look at, but I wouldn't know if I was driving in the dark, would I? So yeah, that was my decision, and I am on a vacation, so why rush it? Because, and then I can enjoy the ride instead of it just being a transport from point A to point B. And well, I'm really happy when I did that, because although this drive doesn't seem like anything special, I think it was on this day 6 that my brain finally arrived in vacation mode, if you know what I mean. I took my time and asked Siri for direction for a local caffeine pusher, and well, I really did enjoy the ride. It's hard to describe how I felt this morning. It was, I will say, happy, peaceful, content, and well, if I were religious, because you use word like blessed, perhaps. Well, I don't know. I really enjoyed this morning and this ride. So yeah, and the day isn't even over yet. So as I drove into Village of Oak Creek, the weather didn't actually improve. It started to rain a bit, and as the red rocks appear through the clouds and the mist, it didn't really matter. I was just really, really happy to be here, and that's kind of a point of this video today. Some of the videos I make them because I want to tell a story. I feel like telling a story or something like that, and sometimes I want to show you something I find interesting, and I want to show people that. And sometimes, like today, it's more like a snapshot in time. A feeling, a time and a place. So I guess that's what I'm doing today more than. Well, I'm trying to tell a bit of a story at the same time. So I have arrived, a few drops of rain on the windshield on the way, and I just checked the weather forecast, which says that it will continue the rest of the day, and a bit of rain tomorrow as well, tomorrow morning. So I have booked a mountain bike tomorrow and Monday, and then Thursday and Friday. And so I'm guessing I will wait to go out until tomorrow afternoon. That means that today I'm just going to go shopping and fill the fridge and perhaps do some cooking myself so I don't have to go to a restaurant and eat. I like to make my own food. And well, I could buy some new shoes. I brought all my old shoes that needs to be replaced, and I can buy some new one for half the price here. So I'm tossing the old ones in the garbage and I'm getting some new one. Well, I need some coffee first, and I know just where to get it. So I drove over to Bike and Bean to see if there were any familiar faces, and there were, and I wanted to get a cappuccino. It's slightly after lunchtime right now, but well, who cares? We're in America. You can do whatever you want. Drink cappuccino after lunch. Well, I will say that they do make good coffee over there, but Tony there is really good at handling the espresso machine, and I think they're slightly more full-bodied and round in the taste when he makes them, but that's just my personal opinion. It's not like any of them is going to hear it anyway, so I can say that here. So it was around this time I realized that I hadn't had any lunch, and so I drove up to Pisa Lisa, I think it's called, in Sedona, to get something that comes very close to a real Italian pizza with, a lot of taste and not completely drenched in all kinds of toppings, and it's from a wood-fired oven also, and that gives it, that wonderful taste. Almost feels like Italy. So the traffic was quite awful, and the rain really started to pour down, and I don't ever recall it has taken this long to go get from Oak Creek to Sedona. Oh yeah, take a look at these poor souls going on a Jeep tour. Well, on the positive side, they have a story to tell afterwards, don't they? Man, I'm not envy of that, jealous of that. So since I was alone, I sat at the bar and got my pizza, and I had a bit of a small talk with the bartender about the rain, and he said he really liked the rain. And well, before he moved to the area, he hated it, but now when he lives in a place where it so seldom rains, he really enjoyed it, and I can certainly understand that. I mean, I feel the same way about sunshine. So, well, we do like a bit of green stuff out in nature, don't we? So some rain must fall now and then. Well, after finishing my pizza, it was time to fill the fridge, and so it was back south, and the traffic wasn't that bad going down there again, and I know a little shortcut here that saves a few minutes in the roundabouts. Now I'm going to make a big batch of bolognese and put some of it in the freezer. I think I had enough of eating out for dinner for the next week, so it will be steak some days and pasta bolognese other days, and yeah, well, always red wine. So a Corvette is a great shopping car, as you can see. There's plenty of space for all your shopping needs. The back end is actually lower than the shopping cart, so I like that. So that's it for day 6. I hope I managed to convey a feeling of, mucking about while being happy, a sense of tranquility, and, although the weather didn't make it easy for me to make some awesome footage to convey that feeling. Well, what are you gonna do? I do hope it clears up tomorrow, because I have rented a bike at Bike and Bean, naturally, so I hope to spend a few hours on the trails, and well, let's see what happens. Until next time, have fun on the interwebs.
Oh,